Hello and welcome, pedal people? Pedal people? You might have a pedal, but you might also be interested in guitars by this guy. Werner is here, back again. Werner Wende. Werner, I don't bite, come over here.
Okay.
Yeah? So, we've looked at the... What were the big ones called? The hollow bodies, what's the model?
Tada.
The Tara. Which are, if you remember, very beautiful guitars. If you don't remember, why don't you? Have you not seen the video? There was a beautiful brown one and a green one, and they're really cool design with the hollow body in the holes in the little... Cool guitars, and I know some of you like them. So, Werner asked me, hey Henning, if I came with a THELMA, which is his T-style guitar, would you play one? And I'm like, of course I wouldn't. Of course I would. So he secretly just, cooked one up for me, and he's here to, show them to us. Us, not he already knows it. Us, you and me. I'm sorry. I'm really delirious right now. Everything's going like this. Because I'm still after China. I'm not okay. I just exchanged emails with Devin Townsend this morning. He's like, dude, that China cold is still kicking my ass. And I wrote him back saying, well, Devin, maybe we shouldn't have Frenched. Next time, no tongue. I'm still waiting to hear back from him on that. But next time I'm in China, I definitely will not French Devin Townsend. No, not that I did. I didn't, okay? So, we're here. And we're going to look at three THELMA... Please excuse me if I'm not coherent. Three THELMAs. With a lisp, that's difficult. Three THELMAs. And all in green. And with those, we can illustrate some of the small differences that you can get from a custom shop like Nazangi Stromgitarren. Stromgitarren is just fucking funny. Because Strom is electricity and Gitarren is guitar. So it's, electric guitars just translated into German. Usually we say electric guitar or Gitarre. But no, Stromgitarren, it's very German. From someone who's not even German.
Doch.
Doch.
Also ich bin Deutsche, aber in anderem Land aufgewachsen.
So he's a German but grew up somewhere else. A migrant. I don't know what you call these people. I have no idea. I'm going to start with the one that I looked at the guitar show at Gamble, when we were at Gamble. Can you see the pillow back there, right in front of Werner's nose? That's the Gamble logo, just in case you were wondering what's on the pillow. So this is the THELMA that we looked at the show. It's got a blade humbucker that you can switch to single coil. Just the details on these guitars are so neat. Wait, this is... Douglasie und Olivesche. So, Douglas fir, all his wood. All the woods that Nazangi uses are sustainable woods from around here. So he probably goes into his backyard and chops down a tree, or something like this. So they're not tropical exotic woods because we don't really necessarily need those. Please start the shitstorm and the tone wood discussion below. So we have Douglas fir right here, and
ash.
Oh, ash. So, but apparently
heavy ash.
It's the inside of it's the core of the ash. Yeah. So olive esche. I love the details let's see in this 4K camera right here, like this beautiful maple strip around the aluminum, but I'm going to say the control panel. The control panel is a beautiful, not brushed aluminum, but a sparkly aluminum. What is it?
Es ist gesandstrahlt.
Gesandstrahlt. Sanded. Yeah. But not sanded, it's sandblasted. That's what it's called. Yeah. Sandblasted. It's beautiful. And here we have the switch for single coil humbucker, tone volume, and just the detail of the wooden frame is really nice. This is again also the aluminum, which obviously, because it's attached to the top, will change the resonance of the top. So this definitely has a tone building function. In the back, look at the shaping here. This is what defines Nazangi. It's cool, I think. It's a unique kind of a twist, and why not? In the back, again, the aluminum, instead of having individual, I'm learning from you guys, ferrules, that's the word, the ferrule, we have an aluminum plate holding these very clearly labeled D'Addario strings in place. What else do we have? We have a maple fretboard with, let me see if I can get this. Where do you get this thing?
Im Prinzip ist das Verschönerung für Messer. Also das kann man kaufen am Stück. Es ist ein Stäbchen, so ungefähr so lang. Und das besteht aus Edelstahl, Kupfer und Messing. Und das, wenn man ein handwerklich gebautes Messer, um es zu verschönern, um die Nieten zu verbergen.
So this amazingly beautiful ring in the 12th fret apparently is from the knife industry and can be used in knife handles and stuff like this. And he misuses it for guitars. Let me see if I can actually get this. Here we go. And there we go. And if the camera now focuses, which I hope it does. Focus. No, it doesn't. Yeah, here we go. Can you see this? It's steel, copper, and brass. If you look at it in detail, it's very, very pretty. Just like me. If you look at me in detail, I'm very, very pretty. Just no one looks at me in detail. Not even Leslie. So anyway, all of Werner's guitars feature a Nullbund. Zero fret. Is this bone?
Yes.
Okay, bone nut, but then they have a 0 fret, which for guitars is, for basses you see this more often, for guitars it's very rare. And the question is, why does he do that? Well, he just told me his first guitar had that. And we're all very, very much influenced in our playing styles, techniques, and what we like on guitars and what we don't by what we had when we first started. So his first guitar had a 0 fret. He builds them with 0 frets. Deal with it. And Werner's a tall guy, you know, not wide, tall. So his guitars are a little bit more massive. Everything about them is a little bit bigger, meaning this is not your standard T-style size body. It's a little bit bigger. The fretboard width is not 42 millimeters. It is something bigger.
43,5.
43.5. So it's a little, everything just feels a little bit elongated.
Wenn man will, kriegt man die.
Yeah, you can, of course, it's custom shop. You can tailor this to your specs, but why order something from him that's not his thing? I mean, if I go to a luthier, I want what they do because I like what they do. And whether this is for you or not, it's always a matter of try them. A guitar doesn't work on specs. A guitar doesn't work because I tell you it's good. A guitar works because you hold it and you're like, hey, this is cool. And also maybe like when I'm playing it, everything a little bit bigger forces you to play in a different way. So it might actually push you to play stuff that you've never played before. Again, we have the aluminum on the headstock. We have a truss rod cover and we have Schuller tuners. Now here we have a, I don't know, 17.5 part neck with probably walnut.
Yes.
Walnut, maple, and this is again, is ash. So walnut, maple, ash, maybe maple stripes. He goes through a lot of trouble to make multi-layered necks for the reason that he likes multi-layered necks. You know? Discuss now whether that makes a difference or not, but who cares? It's cool. So we're going to look at number 2. Whoa, this is definitely a little bit heavier. Again, in green, very few people dare to do green. He does. More traditional T-style. 2 single coils, 3-position switch, again with the beautiful maple frame. A very cool modernized T-style bridge with individual saddles by Babbage. Babbage full contact hardware. I've first seen these on Facebook and him showing guitars that are equipped with them. So this is the first time that I actually have one in front of me, and it feels very high-end. High-end to be used on vintagey kind of instruments, whatever vintage actually means. I don't know. Vintage means old, so apparently I'm starting to be vintage. Again, the aluminum, which is really pretty but smaller, right here. We have, again, a maple fretboard, which is a nice but subtle flame. Subtle flame! Can you see the subtle flame? Oh yeah, in the camera. Perfect. Different design here for the inlays. We have them between E and A and between B and E. See, I know the names of the strings. We have, again, this beautiful thing in the 12th fret. And they are walnut, right? No? Cherry. Because, wait, the whole guitar was cherry, right?
Yes. Ausnahme, Riffbrett.
Okay, except the fretboard. But, green cherry. When I have a guitar that's all cherry, wouldn't I go for red? I might. He doesn't. So, cherry body, complete, right?
Yes.
Is it a one-piece?
No.
No, two-piece?
It is two-piece.
Okay. Two-piece cherry body. Again, aluminum ball end plate. We're going to call it a ball end plate. Set neck, is that what you call it, right? Glued, I would say the damn thing is glued in. Apparently the word is set neck. And we have cherry, and then American cherry. Because there's a difference. So you actually can see a difference in the color. Cherry, and American cherry. I like to say cherry. Then we have the 0 fret. The size, wait, was that I think this one was a little bit thinner. This neck is a little bit chunkier. And headstock this time in green with the truss rod cover out of aluminum. All these stats are really difficult. I'm gonna go and play a little bit on this. They're very bright, very openly bright. But the cherry, you said, is more mahogany-ish. Yeah. Mahogany-esque. Mahogany-licious. I love this. I love the pluggy hole, which is not your traditional thing where you have the damn thing that you have to tighten all the time. So I'm going into the Diesel Paul on the clean channel with a little bit of So I'm going into the Diesel Paul in the clean channel, which is a twinish kind of thing, with a little bit of reverb from the Diesel Paul going into the Torpedo Studio by 2 notes with a 412 cap, and it sounds like this. You can hear that. Not bitey, but brilliant high end. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I have no idea. I haven't played in a long time, and I'm still sick, so I have excuses. Clean sounds are beautiful. It feels to me that even though with all this mass that these guitars have, they're a little bit lean in the bass. You know what I mean? Bisschen dünn im Bassbereich. Die sind nicht sehr
Ja.
Die sind nicht sehr massiv, also die drücken dich jetzt nicht weg in den Mix. So, to translate, even compared to a Maybach that we played earlier, they're a little bit leaner in the bass, which means that probably in a mix or in a band context, they're not getting in the way of your low end. They're not getting in the way of the bass and the bass drum. Let's check out the middle position. That's beautiful spank right there. It's half a millimeter before too bright. So it's so bright, but it's just right. It's like if it was a little bit brighter, no, that wouldn't be good. But this is just perfect. Someone please analyze what I just did harmonically. I can't. And then we have the that thing that's single in the back. I shouldn't have made a video today. I'm still not. Really, everything is moving. Lots of really focused mids in the back. High end still there, but not too much. What's the that part? How long is that thing?
Mensur.
Yeah, that thing, Mensur.
648.
648. I don't know what that is in inch.
Fender Mensur is 25,5.
25 and a half. Like those F-type guitars. Am I in tune? You guys always bitch when I'm not in tune. Rightfully so. You know, this guitar's traveled. It's not the guitar's not broken, they just travel. We're gonna use these beautiful Schaller tuners to fix. Not the major fan of.
Mit Gotto.
They're available with other tuners if you're not into Schaller. Let's crank it a bit. That's channel 2 on the digital power. Because of course a guitar with a single coil in the back is your perfect rock and roll guitar. No, it's not. You want a humbucker for that, but you can hear the bite without it being too bitey. Oh, we need someone that can play, goddammit. I wish I could let you play it. It's very comfortable to play. It's got a beautiful action. just everything. You feel a little bit like you've shrunk a bit. You feel like you know the Gulliver's Travels.
Yep.
You know, you feel a little bit like, I don't know, something happened, Alice in Wonderland kind of shit, where you drank something and you just shrunk a little bit, and the guitar feels just a little bit big, which for you tiny guys, you know, maybe not the thing. I mean, if you're much smaller than me, then that might not be the thing. I'm kind of a middle-y sized kind of a guy. If you're a little bit of a bigger guy, like Alex Demo, for example. Hi, Alex. He's a tall guy. He's a big guy. Yeah. Not big like fat. I never said that. No. This might be the perfect guitar for you. He was actually with me in with Gamble.
Yeah.
Gamble. Beautiful. Now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to a guitar that is labeled the THELMA 42, because that's the one he specifically designed for it to be here. Because I said what I don't have is something with P90s. Well, of course, my signature Harley Benton will have P90, but in the front. So this is a T-ish type guitar. And you can see no Schlagbrett.
Nugget.
Yeah? It's
Angezogen, Bikini, nackig.
So this is totally dressed, this is a bikini, and this is naked. Well, of course, we like naked. I absolutely love this this ring here, but now we don't have aluminum, we have wood. 3-position switch, this time in the middle. And we have a P90 in the back and a single coil in the front. Who makes these?
Leo Sounds.
Okay, Leo Sounds. We have a traditional stop tail piece in the back, and this time we have ferrules, but on a piece of maple. How pretty is that shit? Come on. The neck is different.
Yes.
You don't have this Wulst here. Right?
Ja, also ist ein bisschen mehr traditionell.
Okay, it's a little bit more traditional, but still a set neck. You don't see any mounting plate here because it's not. It's a glued-in neck. This again is Douglas fir with an ash top, maple fretboard, and let me get this. We have maple, ash in the middle, walnut.
Yes.
Correct. And Charlotte tuners. We have no truss rod cover, which is kind of cool. You know, just leave a hole. Why not? Yeah, having a hole once in a while, not a bad thing. What else? And this is a piece of maple that's probably from more the inside of the tree.
Yes.
Why it has this dark stripe here, and it's a slightly greenish kind of thing, and I love that because first of all, it works with this. I told Werner it kind of looked like someone snotted on it and didn't wipe it off, but I love that. I love my snotty stripe in the middle. I just think it has something wild. It just says, I'm a piece of wood and that's how I am. You know what I mean? It's not perfect, but that's why it's perfect. If you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, why are you watching me? It's an absolutely beautiful guitar. And again, same thing as the others, just slight differences. Neck is kind of in the middle. It's not a thin neck. Okay, this is a chunky piece of wood. And because of the width, it feels even chunkier. But you know what? Some guitars need that. Everything's a little bit bigger here. How's it go? That's what you want from a clean sound. That's a beautifully single coily clean sound. In the middle, which means P90 and single coily together. I always play the same kind of shit. I need new shit. That is very neat. What I love is when you're in the bridge position, it doesn't bite your head off. It's round, it's mid-focused, but it's not bitey. Still completely usable in a clean sound, which I love. I don't necessarily go to the bridge position in clean. Almost never. This, I fully would. Very nice, very chimey. Imagine a diamond compressor in front of this. Can you imagine it? Wait, click. Now imagine it. Okay, so we're gonna crank up a bit. Oopsie. Going to channel 2 on the Dietzel Powell. Sounds raw, sounds wild, sounds untamed. It's not that round, focused sound of a humbucker, because it's not. It's the wild P90 side of guitars. And that is because it has a P90, that's why. This can be a real rock monster. This is probably not your best metal guitar. Visually, everything about it is probably not your Shredmaster's metal axe, but it's with a P90. It has killer sounds for cleans all the way around, and it can rock very openly, very with a little bit of bite. It's not your pushing you through the wall sound. It's your let go and rock sound, like something that I think Phil X would very much appreciate if he ever makes his way into this room, which I hope at some point he will. Phil, come here. This would be something I think he would dig, and he loves thick ass necks. His neck is actually thicker than this. He has half a baseball bat. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
If he likes it, he's into this. So, Phil, this might be a cool guitar for you. Not that your guitar isn't cool, okay? It is. I really need to learn how to play guitar. This is ridiculous. And this is cool, but I stole that from Moritz. I really just stole that from him. I'm pretty sure that actually, after playing this thing for a bit, it's very likely that going to a guitar with smaller dimensions will go like, "Whoa, what? This might actually make you a better guitar player as well." Because when you're pushing yourself with bigger movements, then let's say you go to an opposite of this, an Ibanez. Very thin neck, everything a little bit smaller, made for shreddy kind of stuff. You might just fly. If you can fly on this, you can probably fly on anything. So, but it's absolutely, even though it's bigger, in no way hard to play. It's everything you want to do, it does. Oh, that's great. Comes built into the guitar. You can get that chord anytime you want. That is actually A minor 7 sharp 11 with a single, through the half step to the fifth. It's a chord that I call shit chord. So this is the one that you want to park here.
yes.
I like it. I like it very much. We're going to have to find a very nice spot for it, and then we're going to have to use it in demos that definitely require spankiness and this open kind of fuck you attitude for rock and roll, because it kind of has that. Not necessarily, when I look at it, I wouldn't say it has that fuck you attitude, but when you play it, it really does. I like this very much. Go here and just freak out. Very beautiful guitar. And, well, of course you're going to say, well, these things are handmade, all European woods and all the trimmings and all the details. These should be ridiculously expensive, right? That's what someone would think. Well, of course they have minor differences, but you told me, what, 1875?
Ja, okay. 75,
okay. 1,875 euro is the starting price. So this, with all the things that it has, would that be that price, or would that be a little bit more?
With case, 2,100.
Okay, so this with the case, 2,100. So imagine between 1,900, 2,100, depending on the pickup configuration, however you want it. But again, come on.
Color, egal.
No, you can only get green, come on. Green is the only color. No, you can get... You could even get purple, even though he's not a fan of purple. You can get a dark purple, and that would be a murple. Yeah? A manly purple. You could get really anything. Of course, these are custom instruments. You know, tell him what you want, and he'll do it. Up to a certain, limit. We still want to keep these guitars Nazangi Stromgitarren and not make an ESP out of it with the Floyd Rose and active pickups. Nah, we'd rather not do that. No. So,
it's not me.
So, get an ESP if that's what you want. 1875 up to, plus a few hundred, depending on the options that you want. Really not bad, but obviously the first thing you need to do is contact Werner through Facebook, his email, his website. I'll put all the links underneath. And
auch auf Englisch. Meine Tochter kann
his daughter can translate English, so write to him in English if you want that. But you need to get one in your hand and actually just, experience in it and see if it's your kind of thing. This is my kind of thing. Again, I'm fighting with a little bit compared to all the other guitars I have, but it's worth it because it rewards you in this beautiful sound. And if those dimensions are what you need for that sound, well, then that's what you get. We're going to see THELMA 42 in a bunch of videos whenever I get well enough again to make a bunch of videos. Want to thank Werner, and I'll see you guys on the Flippity Flop. Whatever, again, that is. Thank you, Werner.
Thank you.